Hey guys, it's Cosmo Chloe here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about taking a look at the new L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. This grabbed my eyes when I was walking through a Superdrug yesterday. I hadn't heard of it before and I hadn't seen it, and I just saw it and thought I have to check that out. Okay, so this concealer I think really jumped out at me because obviously the Fenty Beauty concealer has just released a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and that retails for £19.99 or £19. So it is still less than 20 quid, but can be a little bit pricey. This concealer here is £9.99, so just say £10. So it's half the price almost of the Fenty Beauty concealer, and it's one of those things where is it worth just spending that extra £10 and getting a better concealer? I don't have the Fenty Beauty concealer to test out today, but this one did grab my eyes for that reason. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the concealer from the website. So as I said, it's £9.99. It's called More Than Concealer because the deal is that there is 25 shades, so you can find the perfect one to brighten, correct, contour and highlight. So they say use a shade use a shade that's 2 levels lighter than your natural shade to brighten, use a shade that matches to correct, and use a shade 2 or 3 levels darker to contour. I just picked up the concealer because I don't really use liquid contours and all of that jazz. I just like to stick with the standard concealer for this kind of stuff. Yeah, I've done my foundation, my eyebrows and my eye makeup, but I haven't done any powder, I haven't done concealer, contouring, highlight, no face makeup other than my foundation. So I haven't actually used this, I haven't swatched it, I haven't opened it. Let's have a look at it. Wow, that is a big doper. I never know what they're called, but we're gonna go with that. So look how big the wand is on this. It is huge, which is nice because it means you can get a full coverage, you can cover a lot of area. So let's go ahead. As I said, I've got foundation on but no concealer, and I haven't powdered yet, but I did put my lower lash mascara on, which was the biggest mistake of my life. Don't know why I did that. Whoa, there is a lot going on there. Okay, so first impressions is it is quite liquidy, and I feel like this might be a lot goes a long way simply because I just pulled it out, like I haven't done anything, so I feel like I've got a lot left on the wand, which is why I'm just going in these areas here. I'm going to use my concealer brush to do this side and then these little areas here, and then on this side I'm going to use a beauty blender. So I found whilst applying this that I definitely did apply too much product. It definitely is a product where a lot does go a long way, and that was just with the with the brush. Probably with the sponge you might get a little bit less of that, so we'll see how that goes, but I definitely really did like this product so far, and it is so brightening. Look at this, so brightening. Okay you guys, so then I'm just going to go in with this side with my beauty blender, which I have dampened, and we'll see how that goes. So I don't know why, but I think maybe the product might have dried a little bit, just because on my beauty blender it seems to have like taken the product up. So I'm just going to apply a dab bit more just to kind of freshen it up a bit, I guess. I'm not enjoying this product with a beauty blender, so I'm going to go back to my brush. So I did think the beauty blender blended it out nicely in the sense that it didn't use as much product. Obviously the brush doesn't absorb any product, whereas the beauty blender absorbs it more, so it isn't so cakey on your face. However, it might have dried up a little bit, which is why this isn't probably the best judgment to have. But as I was going through, like, it was doing fine, but then it just seemed to go a bit patchy rather than a nice smooth application, which I personally prefer. So I went in with the brush. As you can see, it's really brightened up my under eye and all of that jazz. We're going to powder it and see how it looks, and I'm just going to use a normal Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which is just an everyday affordable powder to go with an everyday affordable concealer. Actually, to be fair, like $9.99 is not an affordable concealer for the drugstore. Like usually you'd spend that on a foundation, like £10. So yeah. Woo! There we go. I finished the rest of my face makeup. You can see I've got a bit of highlight going on and a little bit of what's it called, bronzer. That's also what I've done. As for the concealer, what are you guys thinking? What are you feeling? Personally, I really like it. It does have a full coverage. Like, I definitely feel like my bags are nowhere to be seen. Like, they are long gone. So there is definitely a lot of full coverage in there. A lot does go a long way, as you saw. Like, I felt like there wasn't even anything on the applicator. And I went like this, and it went on for days. I did not re-dip once. I pulled it out, and I did my whole face with that one motion. I personally preferred it with the brush rather than the beauty blender, but that might just be because it dried up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I'm always a lover for brushes anyway for my concealer, because I like the fact that it's thick and it's on there. And it definitely brightened up my under eye, which is perfect. The consistency was almost watery, but not like if you did this it would like slide everywhere. But usually I find with concealers they are more thick and more like dewy and kind of sticky texture, whereas this was a lot more watery, which is probably really good if you're going to use it for contouring and highlighting. So I can imagine if you got a really dark shade and put it on your cheeks and on that area for the contour, it'd be really easy to blend out. That's personally what I'm gathering from the consistency in this. But yeah, I really like it. I just hit myself in the face with it. Let me know in the comments below if you've used this, if you like it, if you don't like it, and let others know your opinions. Personally, I'm going to give this a hit. So that was my thoughts on the new L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. Definitely try it out, because I personally really like it. And that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!